Hey guys, what's going on? I missed quite a lot of stuff in my playthrough. And I just wanted to go ahead and say, thank you guys for supporting me in my last episode. Because, I'm not a big channel. And, I streamed for like literally a couple hours actually, and so that really had me excited. You guys were able to come out for me earlier, and I really appreciate it, guys. Like, it means so much to me that I had like a decent amount of people watching my video. So again, this is more or less like a thanks to you guys. So, if you guys watch this video, I know it's really late, it's part of that, but if you guys will, please comment on my videos and tell me what series you guys would like to see next. Tell me if you guys still want to see me do more Doom stuff, because I haven't actually grinding in this game, as you guys can most likely probably see. I got my super shotgun, I got my pistol off stream, I have it fully upgraded now. I have the lock-on burst, I have the siege mode upgraded, I have the heat blast, the mobile turret upgraded. I don't have the micro missiles fully upgraded. Like I said, I really just want to be able to, make more videos, make more streams, and I don't make any money off of YouTube, so it's not like I have a career out of it, so it's not like I need the super support like other people might have to. I actually kind of forget where to go on this mission. Maybe I'm supposed to follow this. Maybe. Anyway, I'm just trying to uncover all the secret levels, because I want to be able to have all the available hidden levels that this game has to offer. I don't know how many they have per se. This is the save, my slot 3. My slot 1 is my Ultra Violence playthrough. Now I beat this on I'm Too Young to Die. This was a speed run playthrough, really. But hurt me plenty. This was an enjoyment run. Not too hard, not too easy. Classic maps. And now I have the Underhalls. I actually remember this mission very vividly. Actually, let's see if I remember how to do it. I really want to do a Doom 1 playthrough on my channel. This is a pretty fun level I'm doing too. We actually get a super shotgun in this level. believe it is actually in this room right here. We actually get our super shotgun. There's your super shotgun. And then Doom 2, this is a very valuable asset. And the classic Doom. Grab that key card there. What you're supposed to do, because you can't jump in the original Doom, you're just supposed to run across over there. More Doom, how nice. Oh, thanks, Taps. Thank you, man. I remember you were on my last stream, and I don't know what to say, man. I really appreciate you and everyone else that came out today. I just really appreciated it a lot. It really meant the world to me that I had so many viewers. Try not to take too much damage. Oh shit. Hey, no problem. Honestly, you earned my sub. I really appreciate you subbing, man. Like I said, I want to build my channel. I don't want to explode. You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know, my plans are I want to join the Marine Corps soon, so I'll be busy doing that, and that's like 14 weeks of basic training, and then I have that, and that's not really a job. I mean, it's more like a way of life than it is a job, and so that's going to take a lot of, like, effort, and I won't really have a lot of time, so if I don't have a lot of time, I can't really do much about doing that. I like seeing these smaller channels that actually interact with people. I try as hard as I can. You know, sometimes if I have a lot of people, it's very rare, but sometimes when I have a lot of people, it's hard to interact because I'm trying to answer everybody, and sometimes I miss a comment or two. So there's that. Wow. When are you wanting to join the Marines? Wish you luck on that. I need to go talk to a recruiter, because see, okay, so I was going to go join last year, and so the thing with that was, you know, when I got my job, you know, I was just starting, and so, you know, I wasn't planning on keeping the job forever. I was planning on joining the Marine Corps shortly after getting employed. And so my thing now is I think I want to do the reserves because, you know, I'm not really at that level in my life where, you know, I have all the time in the world. So I already have a job. I'm currently employed. I can just take large advantage of, you know, enlisting in the Marine Corps and still be able to do things. Like, for instance, you know, I don't really feel like moving far away from home. I do plan on doing, you know, the whole basic training, and that's for like 14 weeks. So I will still be gone for a long time, but like, you know, 4 years of going to, like, let's say maybe Georgia or Florida or, you know, somewhere else, that just kind of seems like a bit, I don't know, a bit much. Since I'm from like a small town in Ohio, you know what I mean? Like, going somewhere completely separate is just kind of weird. And I, you know, I'm 20, I got my first car, you know, and it's a nice car. It's a BMW. But the thing is, it's expensive, right? It's the BMW. And I'm not really rich. It's a used BMW, so it's not like a new car. But I am 13 grand in debt, so, you know, I do need a way to make large payments and to build credit. I don't even have a, well, I kind of have a bank account. I'm part of 2 credit unions, so I could build double credit, because I'm at that point in my life where I need to mature, and I don't have the money just to go to college. So YouTube's not a career thing, it's a passion, really, more than anything else. But, I don't know. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. Hey, that's cool, man. Hey, I actually like Michigan. I really want to go there to see Lake Erie. But yeah, no, I like living in this region of the United States. I love living in the Midwest. The Midwest is my favorite region. That is Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana. I just love this area. I just love the places, because you can. There's always everything. Like, there's big cities. Like, Detroit used to be an amazing city. Actually, it used to be, you know, Motor City back when, you know, people took pride in actually making things in America, like cars and stuff. The Midwest is great. That's what I'm saying. I've always loved the Midwest. It is my favorite region. There's plenty of cities, so there's plenty of things to do, but there's also lots of rural areas and suburbs. And I grew up in the suburbs, and, you know, so, I don't know, I've always liked legit the perfect weather. Yeah, so, I love autumn in the Midwest, you know. I just love it. It's amazing. It's, you know, I don't know. It's just so hard to describe. This is my favorite place of living, you know. The South is pretty nice too, and so is the North, but the Midwest, I don't know, there's just something to it. Like, once you've lived here for an extended period of time, I've lived here my whole life, in this house. So, I don't know, man. Bam! I love Doom. But yeah, no, man, I really want to get Doom Eternal. When I get paid, a lot of my money has to go to my car payment. And the thing is, I have to be able to pay off my car, still save a little bit of money, and get some other stuff. But I really want to see if I have any leftover cash. I want to go buy Doom Eternal. Like, honestly, I really want to go buy Doom Eternal. I enjoy playing this game. I've beaten it twice now. But I'm not the world's best gamer when it comes to Doom. I'm sure there are people that are 100 times more skilled than I am. But I do definitely think that I'm really good. I'm a lot better at the original games. So I kind of learned all the tips and tricks and secrets of those games. Like, I remember where most of the hitting levels are. I remember where most of the, how do you say, see that trick I just did right there? That's a pretty cool one. Whenever the pinkies charge and then you thrust yourself into one of those glory kill things, pretty sweet, because then they Alright, now we have only 7 shotgun ammo and 1 rocket. We'll have to use our pistol. Oh, still in it. Usually these guys drop you a little bit of ammo. Usually, but this one didn't. Alright. We're at 100 health, so we're doing something right. Shizu. You gotta get out of here. I love glory kills in Doom. It's great. It's a great addition to give them Helen to give me an inner rage. Yeah, you know what I like about it? It's a good mechanic because it actually gives you health back. And in the midst of combat, sometimes going for them is a survival technique more than it is just badassery. And I think it's just a great combination, because here's the thing, you gotta make Doom Guy a badass, and that's just how people see him. A badass. And so actually perpetrating that in a modern setting, I think Glory Kills are one of the best ways you can do that. I'm excited for the road forward, because if Doom Eternal turns out to be really fun, I want them to make another Doom game. Like, I'm excited for the next one. Even Doom 3, like OG Doom 3, I like that game, and I know it tried to do something different. It tried to go in a more survival horror direction, and no offense, but I think that it was riding off the success of Dead Space, right? So you had Dead Space that came out, and it was in space, and it was a horror game, and it had all these alien creature things. And so I think that they went with that kind of approach. And I don't think that it's a copycat. I mean, like, you know, clearly when Resident Evil 4 came out, you know, there was other games that came out after it that were very similar. And I think that Doom 3 was doing that to sort of be more marketable to the audience at that time. When did Dead Space come out? It came out in the early days of PS3. I'm assuming sometime around 2007 or 2008. Computer on me. Let's just look it up. I don't want to misquote anything here, so we're just going to go ahead and... ...2008. I said 2008 or 2007, right? I think that's what I said. That might have been what I said, but it came out in 2008, October 14th, and in 2004 or 2003, huh? Yeah, you're actually right. It came out on August 3rd, 2004. So I'm actually wrong. So it actually came out before it. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. Doom 3 came out in August 3rd of 2000. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's cool. My birthday's in August. That's kind of cool. Not a lot of games came out in the year 2002, though. Well, actually, that's a lie. Silent Hill 2 came out in 2002. Hey, yo, what? This ain't beating. Oh, yeah, no, I'm playing the, I'm playing classic levels on Doom 2016. And that is a classic level. You can unlock these if you, open up these levers throughout the map. Like, I'll show you guys one that I know by heart. This is, if you guys want some classic levels, I'll show you guys where to get them. Like, I don't have them all. I want to collect them all, but like, okay, so here's my thing. If I have to watch a video, I have to watch a video, right? But I don't want to. Okay, I was like, did this man put his graphics to negative? Yeah, I know. So here, I'll show you guys, if you guys want them, I'll show it to you guys, where to get some of these. The UAC one is pretty simple. This, okay, so we're going with this one, Resource Operations, because this will give you M1E1, which stands for Episode 1, Mission 1, or Map 1, or whatever you want to call it, which is actually Doom 1's equivalent to first level of the first episode, which is important. And it's pretty much Hangar, right? The like original like Doom map, okay? The original. And so it's one of my favorite opening levels. And you know, I'm thinking, guys, if you were watching earlier in the stream, I was describing how I want you guys to tell me which Doom game I should play next for my channel besides Doom 2016, because I am tight on money. I have Doom 1 and 2. I just got TF2 because it's on sale for $4 and it's the Ultimate Edition. 2. TF2 is Titanfall 2. As in Titanfall 2. Okay, my bad. When I say TF2, I don't know if you were watching the stream. You were watching the stream earlier. That's right. You were in here earlier. I was saying TF2 as in Team Fortress 2, but yeah, Titanfall 2 is pretty cool. I liked Titanfall 2's gameplay. I thought it was pretty creative. The multiplayer was pretty fun, obviously. The story, I like how they added a story, because the original Titanfall didn't have one. And I never actually played the original, because I don't have an Xbox. And I kinda, okay, after I get my PS5, I do want to get an Xbox One X, or X, or whatever it's called, just so I can go and play certain Xbox games, because, I don't know, my favorite Xbox game to play was a snowboarding game called Amps 2, and it had some of the coolest soundtrack, guys. My taste in music, I know you guys didn't ask for this, but I'll just say it. My favorite taste in music is late 90s, early 2000s alternative. But I also like the early 90s music, like Nirvana and stuff.
Especially now.
And that game has a lot of that kind of soundtrack, like, oh, I'm gonna jump up here. What is up here? Okay. I'll go over here. Yeah, I play Xbox, but I'm not religious for it. Oh, okay, let's go over here. What is this room? Is this just armor? Oh, no, it goes on. I'm just ignorant. Where else does this go? Where am I, guys? What did I discover? I would sacrifice my soul for a PS4. Yeah, I'm not, like, by any means bragging. I'm lucky I have two PS4s. I have a PS4 Pro and a regular PS4. I think the console war is kind of pointless, to be honest. It was a different time, man. Okay, so I'm 20. So when I was like 13 or whatever, console wars were big. Like, we had people Xbox for life. You play a PlayStation 3, you're a fag. You know? So, you play PS3, I fucked your mom. You know, you just had people, you had people doing that. And it was just, I don't know, it was funny. Yeah, I don't know, man, it was just, it was a thing, right? And, you know, I don't know, I've seen a lot, yeah, exactly. But, yeah, I have nothing against people that play Xbox. I personally, when it comes down to my preference, I like the way the PlayStation controllers feel in my hand. I'm not the world's biggest fan of the Xbox controllers, but I tell you what, man, Xbox is an outstanding console. It's very influential. Alright guys, so see this lever right here? So what you want to do to get up here, especially MW2. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so right, you know how like everyone's like sensitive, they're all in their feelings today and all this and that. Back in those days, you couldn't be sensitive about your feelings. Online cyberbullying was a legit issue back then. Like, you couldn't like get into a PS3 or Xbox 360 lobby in MW2 without being called, I don't know, 1,000 different names. But yeah, guys, so what you want to do is jump onto this piece of like scaffolding, jump up here, and right here, there's this lever. To unlock the hidden levels, you want to go ahead and pull this lever. Yeah, but it was like tradition. Exactly. It was traditional that they did that. And so now what you want to do... Now, obviously I'm on New Game Plus, so I have all my shit. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually cheese dick these guys. And, yeah, no, you go in this little area, and when you first come in, and if it was just fun to be in a lobby saying the worst things because because you sucked. Yeah. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to come in here, and on your screen, if you haven't already unlocked it, it will say in the corner on the classic map unlocked, and it will tell you what map it is, and then you can go back and then you can actually play the classic levels on like your menu screen. So, you know, yeah, there's that. If you guys are like have completed the game and just want something to do, hunting for some of the hidden secrets is one of the things that I'm going to want to do. There we go. Alright, good to know. Thanks. Yeah, I can show you where a lot of them are at. Like, so here's my whole thing. When I find all of them, I want to do a video. Not a stream, but just like a video. And I want to show you guys where I found them, and you know, if I have to look up any videos, I want to link who made the videos or what it's called so you guys can go watch them. Even though it'd be kind of pointless because you guys would be watching mine. But still, I like to credit people because, you know, I try to find everything on my own, but, you know, you can't always do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's this one game I loved growing up as a kid. It was BioShock. Alright, but please tell me why the Silent Hill rank screen is kind of... I don't know, man. God, BioShock was so good. It is one of my favorite video games of all time, and I literally beat the game on Survivor difficulty without dying and without like resulting to going to saves. I beat the entire game without dying. Now I didn't do anything extreme like using like a wrench only on the hardest difficulty without dying. I just played the game very, very sparingly. It's strange, but it works so well. Yeah. But yeah, I know I loved BioShock, man. I really wish... So I tried to stream BioShock a while back, like the BioShock collection, and it would not let me for some odd reason. And I promise you guys would love the way I play BioShock, because I know where pretty much everything's at. I speedrun the game a lot of times. It's just such a great game. Both the gameplay is this beautiful strategic dance of attacks and movements. You're moving out of the way, you're coming into attack, you attack at a certain distance, or you start your attack with a wrench at a certain distance, or switch to your ammo type, and there's different enemies that, you know how it works. It's BioShock. the plasmids, everything. Now, I loved Bioshock 1, and I think Bioshock 2 is underrated. I feel like people just write it off because it wasn't developed by Ken Levine, but the influence is great. Bioshock Infinite's a beautiful masterpiece. I still don't think it is as great as the first game, just my opinion, because Bioshock 1 to me was the game that got me into games that were more than just games, right? So as a kid, I loved playing the Nintendo DS, Lego Batman, that was my shit. But, you know, when I was playing games like Resident Evil and other stuff, and I was more interested in more adult-oriented games, Bioshock is what got me into games that were, how do you say, like, masterpieces, works of art. And particularly, that's the game that actually got me into Borderlands. When I had got my copy of Bioshock, in the manual it had an advertisement for the first Borderlands, and I'm like, that game looks badass. Did not know what to expect, did not care, did not know what to expect. I got into Borderlands, I put thousands of hours into Borderlands, both 1 and 2, and I got into, you know, while watching a lot of, there was a YouTuber I watched that was doing Bioshock videos, it was kind of explaining the lore of Bioshock, and, you know, as a kid, I would get bored, but then, you know, as an adult, watching those videos and, you know, reading in on it, and then it has an excellent lore. It is very consistent. The other thing was, because of that, you know, YouTuber, I watched his videos explaining the Half-Life, and then I got into Half-Life. Then I got into CSGO, Team Fortress, and it opened up a whole world. And I'm just like, wow, these games are so great, but I was late to the party, if you know what I mean. Obviously Team Fortress is still like going strong. People still play Team Fortress 2. But I actually own a physical copy of the original Half-Life and Half-Life 2 for the PC. I still own physical copies. Now I own the Platinum Ultimate Edition of the original, and that's what it was called, the Platinum Edition. And it had 5 different discs. And one was for the original Counter-Strike. It was not CSGO, obviously, but it was the original Counter-Strike, which was a mod for the original Half-Life. The original Team Fortress was a mod for the original Half-Life. You get the picture. So it came with all those games, and it came with all the extra episodes like Blue Shift and other stuff. I love that. I love it so much. And the fact I own a physical copy just is amazing. So I'm into collecting games. Like, I love collecting physical games. Honestly, man, I will never sell my games, but, you know, obviously just, I own a physical copy of Manhunt 2 and the original Manhunt. I actually own 2 physical copies of the original Manhunt for PS2. When I get my Xbox, I want to get an original copy of Manhunt for the Xbox and see if it works with the, you know, because I see that the new Xbox actually works with older discs, like older games. So I want to see how that works. Okay, I gotta go, but have a good rest of your day / night, everyone. Hey man, I really appreciate you coming out, man. Again, like, you know, I really appreciate it, man. Like, you know, I have work tomorrow, but I don't have to go until 4, so I'm able to stay up late within reason. Because, you know, if I have work early in the morning, I don't want to be up too late, coming there groggy without coffee. You already know what it's like. But, man. Oh, Unreal Tournament. For those that don't know, if you guys like Quake, Unreal Tournament's fun. Yo, how long are you going to be streaming? For just a little bit longer, really. I don't intend on staying on too much longer. See, it's 12:28. I'll go until like 1:30, let's say, would be an approximate timing. If you gotta go, you gotta go, but, you know, if you want to stay around, hey, that's cool too. But, you know, yeah, right now, for me, like I said, you know, 1:30 is, you know, when I'm like, okay, alright, because, I gotta get up at 4, I'll probably get up around, like, 12-ish, you know, 12:20 or so, and, you know,
start my morning routine and, you know, just get ready for work. Because, you know, I believe, if I'm looking at my schedule correctly, I go to work on Saturday, but I have Sunday off. So okay, then Saturday I go in from 3 to 7. Okay, so 3, 4, you know, very similar times. So for the most part, I'll be streaming mainly during the daytime, I guess, then. I believe if you guys go in here, yeah, you guys get the plasma rifle mission early, which is kind of cool. I love Doom 2016, guys. Another YouTuber I recommend to watch, if you guys like my kind of content, is the Act Man. He does like a lot of Call of Duty oriented nostalgia videos, which is amazing. He talks a lot about World at War, which is one of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time. And for further context as to why I like World at War so much, oh well, I really love the campaign. The Act Man, yeah, he is great. Yeah, I know, man. I watch a lot of his videos, man. And there's another YouTuber I watch, Nitro Red. He does a lot of like he reviews and talks about video games that I really like. World at War is fun and underrated. I know. I really hate what they're doing with these modern Call of Duties. I have a lot of in-depth discussions, and a lot of them result in some controversial like Call of Duty opinions. Like people talk about how like World at War and like Black Ops 1 are overrated, and these newer Call of Duties take crap because they're so different from the original games, and I'm like, bullshit. It's the reason I don't like modern Call of Duties, like especially like games like Advanced Warfare, where the actual features of the game, the advanced movement system, I was not a fan of it. Because I don't know, you guys can call me a grandpa if you want, but the whole boosting around and then sliding around at high speeds, trying to shoot other players, and also experiencing lag at the same time, to me that's just too fast-paced for me, man. I have to keep it simple, because just like the whole process of like plays and like the whole FaZe Clan thing that's still around, I guess, that whole thing, doesn't have Snoop Dogg as a war hero. I think that's just goofy. Now I play Rogue Company, and they have they have like an actual they have Rambo as like a skin you can unlock, and they did that for, I think they had Rambo as a skin for Call of Duty Cold War, if I'm not mistaken, and Rambo also was a Mortal Kombat character the same year. So, you know, there was all that. And also, guys, this is that whole pathway there is how you get in here. And yeah, I believe there should be like one of those like dead, yeah, this guy right here, the Elite Guard. These guys look badass. I like the way these guys look. I get a lot of imagine if they did a remake, say that Titanfall did Advanced Warfare movements as well. Okay, yeah, so Titanfall, though, you know, like, you know, you have a lot going on in Titanfall, and you have like all the like the movements. You have that like grappling hook thing where you can grapple on and then like move forward. It's first-person shooter, so it's very similar. But also you have the Titans, and that whole gameplay is just so much more, I think, more appropriate than Advanced Warfare, because like even Black Ops 3, for instance, right? I did not like Black Ops 3 Zombies. I did not like the Black Ops 3 campaign or the multiplayer, which is unfortunate because it sounds like I just shit on the game, but I have actually beaten the multiplayer. Hey man, you're back. Yeah, we're talking about Black Ops 3 and modern Call of Duties in general, actually. But yeah, no, you know, I think that Black Ops 3 strides too far away from what makes Black Ops, and like, you know, the whole, they I don't know, I did not like the way they handled it, man. The whole specialist system for multiplayer, I think, is unique, and actually works really well. Wait, you are a little early in the game. Changed my mind, New COD Zombies sucks. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to just like say, hey, Treyarch is a horrible, like, you know, company or anything like that, but I don't know, there's just something to the older maps. My favorite Zombies map, I think the most important map ever, is Verrückt. Because, you know, Verrückt added perks, they added the power system, you know, where you turn on the power, activate the map. You know, the mystery box can move in Verrückt. The first map was Nocturne Toten, and the mystery box was only in one room. And, you know, Verrückt had a whole lot of stuff going on for it. You want to know a masterpiece of the game is? Hollow Knight. I actually played it. I actually played a little bit of Hollow Knight. I didn't get far into the game. I actually didn't really get into it. I didn't really get into it all that much, but because I had everybody bugging me to play Dead by Daylight, and I had to delete the game for storage space back in the day, and I just never re-downloaded it. But now that you say Hollow Knight, I think I might go back and play it. But it was interesting. It kind of felt like a platformer JRPG kind of game, almost. But I think I have a video on my channel where I actually go over some of my Silent Hill games that I have. So if you guys want to go watch that, you know, in the future, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I think I should start doing more videos like where I show off some of my like stuff, my gaming collection. It'd be really cool if I could get like a mount to hold my my phone, because that's how I record, is my phone. It'd be really cool if I'm able to actually have it to where I can record my Mortal Kombat arcade machine, because I would love to play that on stream. I'd love to stream me playing Mortal Kombat on my arcade machine. That would be so fun. It might be tough at first, but it's much fun once you get and abilities. It's basically endless exploring. I have yeah, I want to get it set up because I have a man cave downstairs in my basement, and that's where my other PS4 is. I also have like one of the funnest games I have down. I know funnest is not a word, but one of my favorite games I have downloaded down there on my PS4 down there is a game called The Forest. It's a very popular game. It's kind of like Minecraft with like a horror twist, and I actually kind of like The Forest. And it's a blast for me to play that with my friends. Dude, yeah, man. I still remember my favorite character in the original Mortal Kombat is Sub-Zero. So if I did stream that somehow, if I'm able to find something to mount my phone to, or at least to hold my phone while I do that, yeah, I'd most likely be playing Sub-Zero. That's my favorite character in that in that game. The original, like, you know, because you hit back on your joystick, and then you hit block, low punch, and low kick at the same time, and you do a slide attack. And if you press down, forward, and low punch, you do your ice ball attack, or around there. I would like to see that. So yeah, yeah, man, fucking Dude, man, I wish I had a, like, dude, I want to set up my PS3 so I can actually record, like, me playing Killzone 3 and stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool to stream some of my PS2 games. Like, I have a very rare game. You know, physical copy is extremely expensive. If you guys want to play it, I recommend trying to find it on PC. It's called Obscure. And basically, it's like, imagine the game, imagine the, not the game, but the movie Scream and, like, what's the other one called? The Faculty combined into, like, a Resident Evil type of survival horror game. And that's kind of what Obscure is. It's like at nighttime the school kind of, it gets possessed and the light kills these creatures, so I mean, like, it's after hours at the school and, like, you destroy some of the windows that have, like, these, you know, they're blocked up, and then the light kills the monsters and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. There's an actual physical copy of Fortnite and it's super rare. So in a few years, you should sell it for a lot of money. I don't actually have a physical copy of Fortnite, actually. I've never actually played Fortnite. I'd say probably the rarest game I own, and it's hard to find, is actually Obscure itself and Silent Hill 2. Manhunt 2 is another rare one I have. Oh, I have Oni. Do you guys want to know something about Rockstar Games, the people that produce GTA? I'm very pissed off at them right now, and it's not the money thing. It's not the way they handled Red Dead 2. It's the way they've handled their other franchises. Like, they literally will not make a Bully sequel, and it upsets me so much. Good for you. Fortnite has ruined itself, and it stinks so much, and it sucks so much money into it. Yeah, Fortnite, okay, yeah, no, man, I don't like the whole, I saw gameplay of it, it doesn't look fun, and I know kids that use their parents' credit card, and they put hundreds of dollars for skins, and I'm just like, skins, they don't actually help you in the game. Now, granted, I am actually, I too suffer from this. I play a video game, it's kind of popular, Rogue Company, and I could probably play it with you guys. It's a cross-platform game, so I could play it if you guys are on Xbox or PC, vice versa. And but yeah, no, I play Rogue Company, and I put a decent amount of money into it as well. But at the same time, my account, I am like level 125 or something like that, like a level 130, I think, right? And I have like, I have the game platinumed, I have like, I grind the crap out of the game, and so it's like, I'm actually sucked into it. Fortnite isn't something I think that I myself would like dedicate days upon days into. It might be a game I might play once or twice with someone casually, but I don't actually have Fortnite even downloaded, not even the free downloadable version. It reminds me, there's a pickaxe / melee weapon in Fortnite that is bugged for a bit. Instead of doing 20 damage, it did 86 damage. That'd be fun. But yeah, no, man. Like, really, when it comes down to it. Oh, I probably shouldn't spoil this. I actually beat the game earlier on in my stream today. I remember when Rogue Company was the game for a little bit. Haven't heard much of it since then. Yeah, no, so I hopped on board with the whole... Yeah, exactly. It was during that COVID lockdown thing, and I was, like, my last year at high school. I was, you know, whatever, senior. And just at that time, I was part of a program in high school where I'd go to school half of the day. How much does it cost? I'm pretty sure it's still free, Rogue Company. I'm pretty sure it's still... It will say the demo, but I'm pretty sure it's free. I think the devs are actually making a full-fledged, like, story mode. So I think that's what they mean by the demo. Let's just play some classic maps since I don't want to spoil the game for you, man. It's free. I just checked. Yeah, so no, I actually like the gameplay. The graphics are great. I like the gameplay. I like the way the game, I like the characters, the skills. I like how the developers are, it's a smaller development studio. I like the way they've handled it, you know. I put over $100 in that game. Not because, you know, I want to, not because I have intentions of selling my account, but just because I like having stuff in there. Although, I don't know how many gigabytes it is. I wouldn't suspect it would be too much gigabytes, but yeah. Guys, I really want it tomorrow, when I get up. I want to stream original Doom, because I have it on my PS4. And I also want to get Doom 3. And so I could stream Doom 3. I actually kind of like that game. $300 gigabytes left of space. That's a lot of storage space. My PS4 Pro, I think, had 2 terabytes, and then I put a 2 terabyte hard drive on it. So I think I have like 4 terabytes, I think, or something in that ballpark. So I have a lot of games downloaded. And my PlayStation usually makes this really weird fan sound because of its cooling system. And right now it's not making that sound, so I bet you my audio is actually pretty crisp. Oh guys, I want to show you guys something real quick. So if you go right over here to this like wall, if you guys are playing original Doom, go up to this wall, interact with it, and it opens up and it's like a secret area. This will give you more maximum ammo right here. It's like ammo pack thing. Hit that button, and then what you guys want to do next is you guys want to come out here. This wall that was once closed is now open, and you'll see a bunch of like machine gun ammo, right? And some armor. And then over here is, you're telling me you really have 4,000 gigabytes? I only have 1,000. Yeah. So you want to press this, and it gives you 200 armor and health. And then you want to go over here, and here's your minigun. So there's that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's either 4,000 or 3,000, so I have like a lot of storage space, and so I'm able to download a lot of games on one PlayStation 4, because like I wanted my PS4 Pro to be my primary PS4, you know, the one I play on in my bedroom, the one I'm going to be playing on. I understand. I unlock the classics, I'll do that. But yeah, no man, once you're, like, this is a really good map. This is the second level in the original Doom, and so it works the same way. But yeah, no man, I know a lot about Doom, man. Like, I've been playing these games since, like, I was a kid, pretty much. So we had a family computer. I think I was telling you guys the story back in my other stream. We had this family computer, but it was like for the family. It wasn't really like my personal computer. My dad was using it for like using the internet back in the early days in the 90s. It was an old 90s computer. It was, I think, a Microsoft one. And I wanted to glory kill him through there. That would have been pretty neat. But you see the chainsaw up there, guys? You guys want that chainsaw? I'll show you guys how to obtain it. I think I should do a forest series explaining where all the items are in the forest. Should I do that, guys? Or should I not? Because I know a couple of channels that do a lot of forest-focused content, and I wouldn't want to try to present my channel as a forest-only channel. I also don't want to do just Doom. I like playing video games in general. But yeah, no, back to that story, right? So on our family computer, right, we had a couple of like, I think my dad had like a baseball game on the, a racing game, and, you know, he had Doom. So, yeah, as a kid, you know, I played the racing game, and I was playing the baseball game to pass time, but then I discovered Doom. Then Doom 2, then Doom 3, and then it stopped. And I'm just like so upset that it stopped. But yeah, no, I love Doom. All means I love Doom. And you know, I guess you could say this, I have a rare PlayStation 3. It's red. So people are like, you have a red PlayStation 3. It was a God of War edition. And so I had got it and I loved it. It came with a game. It came with a Gran Turismo 5. And I'm not a big like simulated racing, you know, person. So I don't know why it would let me up here. I don't think I'm supposed to actually be up here, since in the original Doom you cannot jump. Bro, Titanfall is great. For sure, man. I like Titanfall 2. I've never played Titanfall 1. Wait a second, this is kind of weird, right? So you jump over there, they don't have that stairwell thing. Is there like a secret way you can get in there? And watch out, ladies and gentlemen, there might be enemies in here. And there is, because of course there is. There's always enemies. When the original Titanfall came out, correct me if I'm wrong, if my memory doesn't serve me correctly, the games that were trending was Minecraft, Black Ops 2, and was it Call of Duty Ghost, as well as Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I think was still kind of, no, it was the original, like, Outlast, I think, was a very popular PC game, and I think Gary's Mod was, you know, sort of becoming a thing. That's what I remember at that time when the original Titanfall came out. Wait, that guy, this message just appeared, and he said that it sent 30 minutes ago. Yeah, YouTube works very strange with me, man. Underrated game, Death's Door. I'll keep that in mind. Should I play arcade mode, guys? I don't know if I'll be good at that or not, but not really underrated, just not many people talking about it. Here's a game. If you have a PC, it's called Cold Fear, and it's like Resident Evil 4, except it takes place on a ship, and essentially, you know, the ship rocks back and forth, so it's kind of hard to aim. The ammo is limited, you know, survival horror, right? Is it on Steam? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Cold Fear, if you look it up, it's a very rare game. And it might just be a PS2 exclusive. Or it might be on the original Xbox. So, you know, but if it's on PC, you know, which I always suggest to go that route because it's the easier route to go play a lot of the rare games. Cold Fear. It's called Cold Fear. And essentially it's like a Cold War survival horror game that takes place on a ship. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen The Thing by John Carpenter, but it has a lot of those kind of vibes to it. Which is kind of neat, actually. Classic maps. Phobos Lab. Let's play this. This is a fun one. What is it called again? Yeah, my comment sections are broken, man, for whatever reason. Like, sometimes, like, no one will comment for, like a dog's age, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue, magically, it repeats all the comments, and it will say I have 36 comments, when realistically, I only have, like, 12, or something like that. Sorry, can you say it one more time? I have the stream trailer thing running in the background. Oh, Cold Fear. So it would be COLD space FEAR. Bam. But yeah. You know, I don't use TikTok. I don't know about you. I don't use TikTok either. Like, to be honest with you, man, social media, oh, dang. Social media really doesn't interest me all that much, man. Like, you go to Instagram, I follow, like, a bunch of models because I'm a guy, right? I follow a bunch of, like, users that do a lot of, like, car stuff, like muscle cars, like Mustangs, Camaros, those kind of things. Apart from that, really, people-wise, I don't usually use it. I only use Instagram to communicate with my buddies online. You know, like my really good buddies, and, you know, but I'll use my contact information. I'll say, hey, here's my phone number, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't really do a lot of social media myself, because I don't know, I feel like social media just gets goofier and goofier. Like, you know, like, okay, like, I posted a video, like, I want to say my 10th grade year, I was in high school, and I had, you know, I took my Balisong, my butterfly knife, and I was doing a video on Instagram where I was twirling it around, and I think I had, you know, some Guns N' Roses playing in the background. I was listening to, was it Night Train by Guns N' Roses, and all of a sudden, bada bing, bada bang, they took my video down, and, you know, spinning around my butterfly knife, because apparently copyright or something like that. And I'm like, dude, like, it's in the background, it's distorted audio, like, well, not distorted, but, like, you could barely hear it. And, you know, it's like, whatever. So I don't really do a lot of, and I love music, man. Like, I always have that music playing in the background. Obviously, I can't on stream, copyright reasons, right? And I don't want to deal with that. And I've already had to deal with copyright stuff in the past, especially thanks to GTA, because the artists or whatever, GTA, like, okay, man, if I'm playing a video game and the people who developed that video game already have the rights to your license, see that thing? They're gonna take the 3 cents you made from the video. Yeah, I know, right? I don't even make money off of any of this, so they can't, like, charge me with anything. Like, they're like, well, we want compensation for whatever you make. I make nothing. I'm a nobody. I live at home with my parents. I'm a nobody. like, dude, you're not gonna get anything from me. I'm not like being paid to do this. It's like, it's Instagram, dude. Like what? So yeah, no, they just straight up took it down. So honestly, they're gonna copyright trolls. I don't know why. I don't know why they would go after someone like you. I don't know, man. People are ridiculous, and I'm ridiculous too. Like, you know, I mean, I don't like being a petty person, so I try not to be petty, but I have done some stupid things for petty reasons. You know, I think we all have, you know, but I don't know, man. People are super petty, you know, and it's to the point where, like, I can't even really, I don't know how to say this, I can't really make certain types of content, like content I would like to make, because, you know, I don't want to appeal to one audience, you know, so I don't want to get trapped making one video, but at the same time, it's not like I have, like, economic influence to want to do that. I'm not making any money, so I don't want to do something and then get sucked into sponsorship. I don't want to have a sponsor. I don't want someone telling me what I can or can't do. You know what I mean? All for the sake of their sponsorship or whatever. Speaking of copyright, there was a brand, forgot their name, but they sued XXX. I know the rapper, I don't know how to pronounce his name. For having the same beat as their song. Already really yeah, but okay, all right, let's talk about this, because we're all guys here, right? Oh, it cuts off for you. Oh, sorry. I think it's the mic I use. It's not the highest quality. But let's just talk about this for a second, right? We're all guys here. The whole like hip hop scene right now, man. The whole copyright this, copyright that. You use my beat in your song. We're gonna, you know, whatever. It's who cares? You know what I mean? I don't see why the industry has to be so toxic. It is toxic. You know, you have people, they get a big mouth, they get a big head on their shoulders, and they say things I feel like are ridiculous. You got people like, oh, I'm gonna take this rapper's chain, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's like, dude, like, bro, go touch grass, go outside. It's like, who cares? It's a song, like, it's music, bro. Like, it's not like it's not like it's a big deal. It's music. Like, who cares? It's like, I'll tell you what music, you know, genre doesn't get like that. Rock. I've never seen rock artists. Well, there have been instances in history, but rap is just one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, man, like, okay, yeah, you see these famous people in videos, they're all cool, they're in their music video, they have their thing going on, but you meet some of these people in real life, man, they're really self-entitled, alright, they're too, like, you know, whatever, so, yeah, they're so above you, this and that, like the Kardashians, right? Like, I don't know if you guys personally ever met a Kardashian. I haven't, I'll be honest with you, I've never met a Kardashian, but I don't think I want to. Like, just seeing, like, they have a whole TV show after them. Like, come on, guys. Like, how self-righteous do you have to be? Like, come on, man. Like, oh, that is so cool. I don't know if you guys noticed that. When my helmet came off of my head, when my head got decapitated, I'm able to see the classic Doom Guy face. That is cool. That was so cool.
It's worse when someone's ego is too inflated and they think they're the best person ever. Yeah, no, man. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? I've had this discussion with some of my buddies. Nice little Easter egg. I've had this discussion with some of my buddies. It's like, oh yeah, what happens when you know, make your first million subs? You think you're gonna become like one of those, like, you know, hardcore YouTubers? And you know, I don't want to be. I'll be honest. I don't want to be. I'm stuck in the staircase, I guess. I guess I no-clipped somehow, maybe. I'm surprised the Doom guy didn't wake up in the back rooms. That would be a real hell. But yeah, no, right? So I've had this what just happened? I don't honestly know. I don't think I want to know. That's funny. Turned on the hacks and fell into the back rooms. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's funny. But yeah, no. I've had this discussion, right, where it's like, you know, what would happen if I, you know, became a big YouTuber with millions and millions of followers? What would I do? You know what I would do? I would do absolutely nothing. Like, I wouldn't tell people. I wouldn't try to be an influencer. I don't want to influence people. I want people to be original, because that's what I think makes me very entertaining. I'm very original. I'm myself. Like, that's what made Eminem very popular, was he was himself. Yeah, he was produced by Dre, blah, 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 but he was original. He was himself. He did his own creative image in his way, and people thought it was entertaining. So it makes every great comedian great. I wouldn't want other people to do things that wouldn't really fit them. Like, you know, I don't want to tell people, like, oh, you listen to rock, you're trash. You know, you're outdated, blah, 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 blah. Like, who really cares? Like... Okay, normal Doom never do that, because like you don't have a double jump effect, but you can always come back here and, you know, go grab super armor and stuff like that. You shall not pass. Haha, the stairs said no, you shall not pass. These stairs scare me now, like these stairs, these pixelated, outdated stairs are what terrifies. I'll have a nightmare about the stairs. I'll no-clip out of them and wake up in the back rooms, but it will be with the original Doom graphics from 1993. But yeah, no, I think that I think the way influencers, I can't talk, I have a speech impediment, gentlemen. It's not a legit one, but I actually had I had to go back when I was in elementary school. I had this almost a stutter, I want to say. It was this minor speech impediment, but there was also a minor stutter as well. When I talked for extended periods of time, that's why I don't do public speaking. I sometimes have a speech problem. When I'm serious and I talk at a slower pace. See, I'm tired of shit right now, man, and it's like, well, why don't you go to bed? I don't really want to. Like, yeah, I got work tomorrow, but I don't got work till later, man. You know, I'd much rather just play Doom. Like, I honestly, as horrible as it sounds, the whole, well, you know, you're gonna let video games corrupt your life. You're gonna just be playing video games the rest of your life, blah, 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 blah. Like, I hate people like that. But... no, man, I think that, with the power of influencers, I don't know, I feel like people, I don't know, man, they just get too ahead of themselves, you know? It's like, yeah, that's cool, you have $1 million, it's cool, you have a car that costs more than my life, that's really cool, man, but I don't really care. And that's, you know, like... Right there, guys. There it is. See the classic face? I can't get past this level for some odd reason. I had a problem here when I said YS's.
I would stick my tongue out instead of keeping it in. I would feel like I would sound like a classic nerd. I don't know about you, but I like good horror. Yes, good horror makes me feel good. Yeah, horror is one of, if not one of my favorite genres. And when people are like horror, oh, you're just stereotypical, whatever. Horror makes you feel a certain way. Like there's a certain, you know, when you go on a roller coaster, the thrill, the feeling of not being in control, the whole that thing. That's what makes horror great, in my opinion. And I've watched a lot of horror movies, and you should be on edge. It needs to be done well at this point. You know, I do a lot of writing myself. Like, I write project stories and stuff like that, but they never really go anywhere because I'm not an actual writer or artist by any means, but I do write a lot on the side just because I have a computer, and I'll start a Google document or whatever, and we'll start from there. And I'll build a small story, I'll build my character, you know, this and that, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a passion more than it is anything else. And so, I think one of the best horror movies I've ever watched was Black Christmas from 1974. But yeah, no. You're right, I should be on edge. In my man cave, I have to go down a flight of stairs to get to my man cave. And yeah. But yeah, no, man, wow. Before I kill him, okay, he's coming out of nowhere. That's invulnerability, which is actually really overpowered as an orb, because it literally makes you invincible, and it actually makes your, so there's that one. Up, down, up, and it literally makes it to where this comes up. And we're gonna grab invulnerability because obviously we're going to. It's one of the best. The important thing is also, guys, in the original Doom you don't have jump. I'm gonna stress that a lot in this when I play these classic levels, because there's a lot of shit I can do in these levels that you otherwise cannot do in the original. Let's see you tomorrow. You should be on edge, has nightmares. Yeah. So I go down this flight of stairs to go down to my man cave, and every time I go down this flight of stairs, I'm probably gonna no clip. this mission is House of Pain. This is a classic map. I was waiting for you, but you were also waiting for me, weren't you? But you weren't waiting for that. I got more armor than that. I love this game. I don't know, man. There's not many games that... I'm getting my friend Brad into this game. Like, I'm getting my friend Brad into Doom because he actually bought the original, like, Doom, because it's like only like $5 or $2 or whatever it is in the PlayStation Store. And it's like, okay, for that kind of price point, I got my copy of Doom shortly after it came out. It was on my 18th birthday, actually. No, it was my 17th birthday. My bad. It was my 17th birthday. I was going into my last year in high school. No, Kayla was still in high school with me. She was a grade older than me. She was my friend in high school. Whatever, I'm losing track of time, right? So I got my, So I got lucky because on my birthday I was given some money and I pretty much wanted to play Far Cry 3 on my PS4 at this point in time, but I also loved Far Cry 5. So I had the smart idea of simply just getting the Seasons Pass, and I also used the remainder of the money that I had to actually get the original 2 Dooms. I would actually like to see that. Yeah, man, I want to, like I said, I really want to start getting into making more videos and stuff. But yeah, no, guys, I really want to get a good copy of Silent Hill Downpour. My copy sucks ass. It has a lot of problems where the game doesn't want to continue working. So yeah. See ya. Have a good rest of your day / night. Thanks, man. Oh, wait a second. I have a BFG. How did I get a BFG? Okay. Whatever. We'll just... Oh, okay. Alright, well. There we go. That made it pretty easy. Alright. Let's, getting a little bit low on ammo here for a minigun, or a chain gun. Big fun gun. Yes, the BFG is a very fun gun indeed. Very big fun gun. The big fucking gun. There's just no way to put it lightly, man. That's amazing. I love the BFG. I want to stream Black Ops 1 Zombies for you guys somehow. I want to stream Kino. I want to stream Ascension, 5, Moon. Call of the... Yeah, no? Yeah, Call of the Dead. Decimate your rivals at a moment's notice. What time is it currently for you? It's 10:15 for me. PM. For me, it's 1:18 in the morning. I live in, yeah, 1:18. I said 1:15, my bad. Dang. Yep.
Oh yeah, like I said about a sponsor, right? I was talking about this earlier, but obviously I get very easily distracted. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Look, man, it's hard to say. I want to get up at around like 11 or like 9. So it's like 9 hours of sleep. So that's enough time for me to sleep from this point on. And if I get up, I'll start my morning routine. I'll set aside. I'll get like a mug, pour some Mountain Dew in it. You know, I like coffee, but I like Mountain Dew as well. And so they actually have this, and I know it's like, oh, you're such a nerd, SM, but I actually, on Amazon, they were selling this Doom mug. It was like it was all like red, and it had the Doom Slayer on it, and the demons are all coming after him. It's like an iconic piece of art, and I want to get that mug. I do love some Mountain Dew. I would buy that. Yeah, so, and I want to pour Code Red into it just because of Doom. And then just like slurp Mountain Dew Code Red in the morning and play some Doom. Because that's what it's what a real man does. But nah, man, that's just amazing. If you guys also like Doom, I want to get the Wolfenstein games. I think you guys might really enjoy that if I get that. I'd have Fallout videos. If you guys are into that, I'm really good at Fallout. I'm amazing at Fallout. I'm actually drinking a cup of tea. Drink Mountain Dew at 7 a.m. and a Doom cup while playing Doom like a real man. Sadly, I have no oat milk. I like when it comes to coffee, I'm very simple. I like it black with a little bit of sugar, but I also like unsweetened tea. Just pure like tea. I don't really like sweet tea. I like it hot and steamy, kind of like almost like a cup of coffee. Very traditional. Hot tea isn't that good. It's literally just hot water with flavor, which doesn't taste that good. I love sweet tea. Yeah. I guess if I wanted to, I like when it comes down to sweet tea, lemons. I like the taste of lemon. As weird as that sounds, I love lemons. I think it depends. I'm seriously gonna go now. Alright, man. Hey, you enjoy yourself, man. You get yourself some good sleep, man. Enjoy the day. Flavors and spice. And also some more flavored with spices. You can say the same for coffee. Alright, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure having you guys around, man. You guys are amazing. Like, I really want, like, more fans that interact and, you know, are consistent. I can, like, you know, I have Half Stupid and Dakato. I think that's how you pronounce your name correct. I'm half stupid myself. I actually have ADHD. So like I was telling you guys a story earlier about how take a rest if you need. I'm good. Like I said, I want to still stick around, so I'm not really all that tired. It takes a long time. My sleeping schedule got thrown off, unfortunately. My sleeping schedule got thrown off really bad. So obviously I'm 20 now, and my buddy and I, we do something very stupid a lot. There's this trail where we live, and it's like 3 miles away from the house.
I have ADD, which is considered as ADHD. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't take medicine for my ADHD though. How much longer are you gonna be streaming? Well, oh, you're right. It's almost 1:30. I'd have to stream a little bit longer. It's an unset time. It's for as long as it goes, I guess. Really. Me neither. I don't take medication for it, man. I used to, and then I persevered out of it. It started making me feel really funny, and yeah, no, I don't like medicine. I'll disclose this, I own firearms, so I don't like to have any, like, medical records. I don't talk to therapists, so, yeah, no, mainly because I don't want that interfering with my background check. Like, I can't focus. Okay, so when it comes to focus, when I was in school, my favorite class was history, and I liked reading. I liked reading comprehension. I've been taking to therapy. I can't so much criticize. I can't socialize well. Going. Yeah, I don't really socialize that well either. In high school, I had the table, and the table had literally like 5 people there, and they were just like me, and we literally sat there because we had no one else to talk to. So that's where we mainly hung out at, was just the table.
The portal can no longer be closed from this side. The hell energy flows from a location in the world we call the well. Only flesh and blood to walk between dimensions.
Huh, that's weird. The only flesh and blood to walk between dimensions. Really? Oh, Astro's in here. But yeah, man, I don't really socialize that well either. Mainly because I'll legit listen to everything someone says and then forget it instantly. But yeah, man, so I'll go ahead and I'll kind of explain a bit about myself. So I had an IEP. And so, because of that, my ADHD, and I had to be put in, because I could not focus, because the way that people were teaching in school, they would hand you a packet, and then the teacher would hand you a packet at the beginning of class, and then sit down on their ass, and then they'd drink their coffee, right? And so, I couldn't learn like that. Some people could, I couldn't learn like that. I had to like learn face to face, and I had to be, when I was confused, I'd get really nervous and I wouldn't ask questions. Like I wouldn't ask like what a certain thing was because I didn't know or whatever. And so I don't know, I guess it was really awkward. I did not like school. I did not like the way that they structured it. It all comes down to structure for me. Same. But what do you call it, man? Yeah, no, man, school didn't really work for me, man. And so because of that, they're like, well, you're falling behind, so you know we're gonna have to put you in an IEP unit, and they put me with kids that were, and I don't mean any disrespect by this, but actually like retarded. And I don't like using that word to describe these people because they can't help it. Because I mean, like these, and I don't mean by retarded, I mean I don't mean like they were like dumb, like they did dumb things. I mean they would actually like pick, like they dig into they dig into their belly button and stuff like that. And so I had to be around those kind of people, and it was very how do you say, I don't know, it was very sad seeing the way that other kids treated these kids. And you know, like, you know, so I was always nice to them, but it you know, I had to walk with those people to lunch, and being around those people, I always thought to myself, am I retarded? Is this how other kids perceive me? And it really made me have a lot of self-esteem issues, because you know, yeah, it's almost as if they don't treat them the same. Yeah. And so, I don't know, man. I always try to respect people as much as I can. Respect. That means respecting, you know, their character and understanding what they can, can't do, and don't expect too much from them, and don't, you know, just don't have ridiculously unrealistic expectations and stuff like that. And so I was actually able to make some pretty decent friends out of some of those units, and some of those people were very kind and like legit. They were real people. But some of them, they didn't really socialize well because other kids didn't really treat them with respect. Other kids would make fun of them. They'd have all these inside jokes about them. And, you know, I wasn't by any means slow. I learned a little slower. But when I learned a subject, I was able to hold on to it. History, for me, especially about like Civil War, World War I, World War II, Vietnam era, Cold War era, history. I loved history. I love learning about the way things used to be. I love learning about old politics. I love learning about, you know, the way businesses were formed. I love learning about, you know, the way the United States became a country. I love learning about other countries. History was my favorite class. And I want to say part of the reason I loved history was Black Ops and World at War. And so, you know, I had to find things I liked, and things I liked I was able to pay attention to. I was able to learn and grasp concepts a lot easier if it was something, if it involved something I was really interested in. But if it's like something like, I don't know, if the school asked me some crazy question like, I don't know, if A plus Y equals X, if A plus Y equals X, and the value of Y is equal to 3/4 of blah 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 blah, and I'm just going to be so lost, and I'm just like, could you reword it? Is there a way you could reword it to where I can maybe understand it better? And it's like, then, you know, people and teachers would be like, this is 3rd grade level math. Why can't you learn this? And so I said, I don't know, because A is equal to 3/4 of whatever doesn't mean anything to me. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't, I don't know what it means. And so they thought that I was trying to be rude. And so, you know, like I was trying to be a punk or something. I'm like, I don't know what it means. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't, I understand the whole, what, 3/4, that's 3/4. 3/4 equal $1, so it's not a whole number, so... But I want to understand, like, I struggled with, like, math equations. Like, some of the math equations are ridiculous, and I don't even remember all that much math from high school, really. But, you know, I have a job at a hardware store, so, you know, I'm able to learn things, practical skills that a lot of people should know, and very useful stuff like plumbing, electrical, and even landscaping, and basic hardware, and a lot of, like, stuff like that. So I love working my job, you know? So, I like working in a hardware store. I'm learning stuff that will actually help me in the real world. And it's not a college either. I'm getting paid. I'm not in debt, so. But the job, it's a great job for that reason, but it's not a great job to support 13 grand in debt because I've got a BMW for my first car and insurance rates are ridiculous because I'm a first-time driver. And I'm a male under the age of 20. Which, insurance companies, if you're a male under the age of 20, you have a higher insurance rating because of your demographic. But you're like, well, that's discrimination. Well, insurance companies don't care. If you're a man under the age of 20, they think that you're going to be racing this luxurious car, and they're thinking that, you know, this and that. And it's like, well, that's, you know, if you really boil it down to, that's something that's actually sexist, you know, but they don't care. It's an insurance company. What are you going to do, right? And the other thing is, here's something really funny. Insurance, if your car has, if your car is red, the color red, they charge you for a higher insurance rating. Because allegedly, quote unquote, red cars are more likely to get into accidents. Apparently, according to the insurance companies. So, you know, stuff like that, I just think is outrageous. You know, because, you know, to me, you know, well, yeah, Astro, it is dumb. It is very dumb. But they need to make money, and that's how they make money. They screw people over, and they get paid. And insurance companies are, in my opinion, corrupt. No, it's not like, you know, they're trying to do this. It's because they're bad people. It's just, it is what it is, right? 4chan, Wikipedia. How did they get that? Where did they get that from? Wikipedia, 4chan, Reddit. No, the insurance companies. Insurance is in the U.S. is corrupt. I guess. Yeah. But because here's the thing, right? And I don't know if you've ever watched the movie Goodfellas. It's a mafia movie, but they don't care about you. They only care about money. Exactly. Because the thing is, right? Their whole thing, the way they make money is you getting in accidents. They want you to get in accidents so they can charge you a higher insurance rating, because their whole business is betting that you are going to get in an accident, you are going to get either injured or going to injure someone else, and you have to be able to provide the money to pay the medical bills, to pay the difference or the cost to repair the vehicle, or, you know, so on and so forth. So insurance companies, their whole thing is, and oh, by the way, if you ever get caught driving, I don't know if you're a driver or not, I don't know how old you are, but if you're driving, if you're 16 and up and you're driving, yeah, if you get caught driving without insurance, they are going to, you know, the police can take your car away because you're driving without insurance. That is how much influence they have. So it's not like insurance is an option. It's a must. You have to have it. And so the way they have it set up is you can't drive unless you have it. If you can't drive, you can't go to work if your job's so far away. And if you can't work, you can't pay the insurance money, but they don't care if you can't pay them because they want you to pay them. So insurance is tricky, man, and it really comes down to company like healthcare. I don't want a public healthcare or a free healthcare system because, you know, that's going to come out of my taxes, and that means I'll have to be paying more in taxes, and I don't like the way that that's set up because it makes it harder to live. But it's like, well, you know, whatever, but that's just medical bills. Like, you're still going to need to find a car insurance company and a life insurance and home insurance. You're still going to have to find that, but then raise my taxes on top of that. especially with the way inflation has affected our country. Like, you know, you're seeing $5 a gallon of gasoline. Dude, that's like a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You're paying a cup of coffee at Starbucks for a gallon of gasoline. And if your car is like, okay, let's say you're driving a Dodge pickup truck. Man, I need some sleep soon. I feel it, dog. I feel it, man. But I'm just saying, man, if you're driving like a Dodge 1500 pickup truck that has a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine in it, that's going to suck gasoline down. So a gallon of gas is basically nothing. It doesn't get you, you know, a lot of places. So you want to get something that's more gas efficient. The only problem is gas efficient cars have problems of their own. And so, you know, when it really boils down to it, man, it's expensive. It's an expensive process, and insurance is just outrageous. Some dude, I need some sleep too. I love how most people think politics is what's causing gas prices when it's really not. It kind of is. It's the companies are doing it. Yeah, mostly. But it's where you get the gas, and that's where politics comes in. If you're getting gas from the United States, you don't have an import tax on gas. But if it's coming from another country, then they'll charge you an import tax, and that's why gas is expensive. Because it costs the government money to get it from, not the government, it costs the companies money to get the gas from other countries. So if we weren't getting it from other countries, if we were getting it from here, then we wouldn't be paying that difference, because they're paying for the transportation cost of it. So while in that country you're getting it from Afghanistan or wherever, or Syria or whatever, if you're the Middle East, we'll just say that. If you're getting gas from the Middle East, if you go to the Middle East, gas prices down there are like $2, $1.80 a gallon down there, because that's, you know, they get their own gas. But these companies are, you know, making this excuse, oh, well, we're getting it from this country, it costs this much money to get it from this country, and they're raising their prices on us, or they'll make some bullshit up, and they'll charge you an extra $1.30, and that $1.30 is per gallon. If your car is 5 gallons, and let's say it's 93 octane, that's the kind of gas that I have to fill my car with. That gas is like $4.50. That's almost $5 a gallon. And if I put 10 gallons, that's $45 plus, because then you equate the tax. And it's like, that's only for 10 gallons of my car. That's a lot. That's almost $50. For instance, $50 can get to a year's worth of PlayStation Plus. A whole year's worth. We think about the value of a dollar. The value of a dollar in 1950, a dollar can buy you 8 different things. A dollar today can't get you anything. There's not even a dollar menu at McDonald's anymore. So I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. It's a complex issue, really. It's a complex issue, really. And there's a lot of angles. There's a lot of solutions, and a lot of topic points. And I try not to dive too deep into politics per se, but at the same time, because I don't want to blame the company for a lot of issues. I mainly want to blame the people in charge of those companies. Like, so I don't think Ford's a bad car company. I love Ford, but I think some of the cars they're producing now are kind of retarded. I'm not really a huge electric car guy. I like gas, but that's just me. And I think if people like gas cars, hey, that's their business. I just don't want any part of it. You know, and I don't want people to be forced to have to go vegetarian. I don't want people to not have to eat meat, because I love meat. I love eating meat. Some cheeseburgers and some steak quesadillas, some veal, some bacon. And I don't want people to have to go meat only. I just don't see why it has to be so far this or so far that. I don't see why people can't just say, okay, well, yeah, there used to be a time in this country where you could have different points of view and not, like, be extreme about it, you know? Um, you know, like, people are like, oh, you voted for this person, I'm not your friend anymore. You voted for this person, I hate you. Don't talk to me anymore. It's like, what? Does it really matter? Like, people, I think, like, it's a thing I talked about earlier. People are petty. People are very petty. This game has some good graphics for a 2016 game. Astro, that's because this game is Doom. Not a lot of games can achieve what Doom can achieve, and that's just because, remember when you can have an opinion and people didn't say, did I ask? I know, man. Here's the thing, man. Even if, let's just say this, right? Alright, I'll just say it. I'm a Republican, but let's just say somebody was a Democrat and they had a completely huge disagreement with me or whatever. I'm not gonna, like, jump down their throat about it. Let's say somebody was saying that Doom causes mass shootings, because that's what they did in the 90s, right? After Columbine, people blamed Doom for mass shootings, and violent video games became a punching bag for political people, and, you know, whatever. I play Doom. I'm not a violent person at all. I don't condone violence at all. I play a lot of violent video games. But if we're going with that argument, I think it is important that we be intelligent about it. Like, we talk about all the other different media that has violence in it. Because if violence is the issue, and it's in the media that's the issue, and we're using the media as a punching bag, then we can't just focus on one media, like video games. We have to say, well, there's the violence in the Bible, so should we ban the Bible? There's violence in the Quran, should we ban the Quran? That's like the Arab Bible. You know, there's violence in movies and television. And movies and television have been around for decades, and violence is in books. And books have been around since the beginning of time. But you know what else has been around since the beginning of time? Mankind. Mankind, ever since they've discovered the deadly force of rock, bone, and stick, they've been killing each other ever since for reasons so non-important that they don't really need an excuse. So I think the whole violence is in human nature, and here's the thing, right? A cop told me this once about when it comes down to, like, solving well, he wasn't a cop, he's actually a detective, and he told me that every person has the potential to kill somebody, and because of that, because violence is in human nature, you can't dismiss any suspects that may or may not have been involved, because you don't know if that's the person that actually did it or not, and you have to be very thorough with your analysis. And so that whole concept, I think, applies back to the argument of we can't just blame one thing. It can't be one-sided. There has to be multiple solutions and answers, because these issues are not one-sided. These issues are very complicated. And that's just my opinion, but you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just a small-time channel. And I don't like getting political, because sometimes I offend people, and then they report my channel because I hurt their little feelings, and because I said something that they disagree with, or they'll unsub because, you know, because of who I am. But I don't know, man. But I just like playing these video games. I just like playing video games, man. But yeah, I hear you guys. I know you guys want to go to bed. You know, I'm looking at the clock. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in my kitchen. I'm gonna make me some, because my mom's not home. Like, my parents are separated now, but my mom's not home. She's out of town right now. I'm just going to go in the kitchen and make me a hot fudge sundae, and then I'm going to go ahead and just watch videos about why Doom is such a great game. And I'm just going to go to bed and eat the hot fudge ice cream. That's what I'm going to do. because I have the ability to do so. But yeah, guys, like I said, man, I really appreciate you guys coming around and hanging out with me, man. As you guys coming out last stream, like, and I'm not even trying to brag or anything like that at all, by no means. I looked at my YouTube analytics, and that is one of my most successful streams of all time. And so that's why I made this video. It was to celebrate that, because to me that is like that is a feat. That is an accomplishment. To me it is. And currently we're still making progress right now. I got some views, some comments. Like, I'm making progress in my channel and my analytics. That's cool. To me that's amazing. That's really awesome. Because I have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I'll have to go to bed and wake up and check this video's analytics. But yeah, no man, a special thanks. I love sweet tea. I gotta get more into it. I've never had that much sweet tea. I've always liked just pure, just straight tea. Unsweetened. And I know to a lot of people it's gross or whatever. Thanks for the streaming. Thanks for streaming some Doom. Always, man. I always love Doom. I tell you what, man, when people ask me, you know, is Doom the greatest game? It's a tough question to answer, but I'm going to have to say it's in the top 5. Thanks, Astro. Oh, and by the way, half stupid, the other person in the comment section right now is Astro Ninja. He has a channel of his own, and he's actually my friend on PlayStation. He actually plays Rogue Company with me and stuff. So he has his own channel, so check him out. He's pretty cool. He's pretty rad. And, yeah. And so, yeah, if you have a YouTube channel as well, I can always give you guys a shout out. You guys don't have to do anything. You don't have to sub. You don't have to send money. Alright, see you, Astro. Oh, Astro, tomorrow, when I wake up to do my next stream, I'll invite you to the party. You know, we could do some Rogue Company tomorrow, maybe for a stream. Maybe not Doom, maybe something other than Doom, or maybe, you know, just maybe I'll play classic Doom, because that's what I feel like playing right now. Like, I want to play classic Doom, and yeah, I think you guys will really enjoy that. Well, I'm half stupid. I think you'll really enjoy it. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, Astro, I have to get back on Rogue Company at some point, because Dominic has been... I don't want to use the word pestering, because that's disrespectful to Dominic. So I don't want to make him sound like he's annoying, because he's not. But he's been asking me to play it, and I said, yeah, we'll play it later, and I still haven't played it later. Alright, man. Well, I'm out. Alright, dude. Well, see you tomorrow, man. Hopefully you'll be there. Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure. But what do you call it, man? Again, this was a special thanks. I meant to put your guys's you and the other guy, if I go back in the comments, I'll remember his name. I meant to put your guys' names, your users, in the description. A special thanks to you guys for watching my other stream, because it was my most successful stream. And I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that in this, which is supposed to be a special thanks to you guys, because I couldn't remember the users. So you're half stupid, and the other one is They started with a D. Dakido. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah. Dakido. I meant to put you and his things in my comment section, but I just forgot to do it off the sleight of hand. I just forgot to do it. I meant to do it. I was going to do it, but I just forgot your guys' names and I forgot to do it. So my next video, I'll definitely do that. And alright, see ya, Astro. Yeah, I might just keep streaming just for a little bit. But I know it feels good because I don't have any like actual like fans, so it's cool to actually interact with people. Alright, man, see ya, dude. Have a good night's rest, my man. Sayonara. Das Vidanya. And I don't know how the Germans say goodbye. Japanese, it's... Well, no, sayonara means final goodbye. That's not what I mean. I don't know, man. I'm not that intelligent, but just... Das Vidanya. I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Press X to continue. Alright, so... Like I said, we'll still stream for a little bit. That's gotta be 2 in the morning. Still streaming till 2 in the morning. Definitely gonna do that thing I suggested earlier about getting me some hot fudge. Sitting down there, getting all depressed and sad that I don't know, that I don't have any real food in my refrigerator. I just have ice cream and snack food, which is just depressing. I think I might, I don't know, I gotta check my refrigerator because I don't know what food I have left actually, to be honest with you guys. I think I might have some Spam in a can and some TV dinners. It's good enough for me. Not that much of a picky eater. I'm a strange eater actually, guys. And I'll talk about this tomorrow, but I don't like anything on my cheeseburgers other than just cheese and meat. I actually, when I go to McDonald's, I actually just prefer to have my, I prefer to order a double quarter pounder with cheese plain. That's my main meal. I don't even like ketchup on my cheeseburgers, man. It's weird. And I have a reason for it too. It's because I like to taste the meat and the cheese. I don't like salads. I'm not a big vegetable kind of person. Some people even say the vegetables I like aren't even classified as real vegetables. They're starches, like corn and stuff like that, and potatoes. Those are my favorite vegetables. People are like, well, those aren't real vegetables. Tomatoes. I like tomatoes, but I don't like to eat them raw. I like tomatoes in like, you know, sauce. Like for, how do I describe it? Like, yeah, pizza sauce. You know, an Italian sauce, you know. For like, you know, pizza and like, spaghetti, you know, stuff like that. I like Italian food. Like I like calzones. They're pretty good. I love calzones, man. They're amazing. See that like card thing I just picked up? I have a friend of mine who actually has an actual like thing that holds like credit card and ID card and stuff like that, and it looks just like it. It's actually licensed, not licensed. It's a licensed product, I think. It's kind of cool. It's a Dune like merchandise collectible thing. It's kind of cool. And I'll say this, guys, when I first started my channel, like my first couple of videos, I really didn't know what I was doing, so I was probably kind of deleting them, but... Usually for me when I go to bed I'm not tired. I know, right? Like I said I would end the stream at like 1:30. Here I am. Alright, man. By no means, if you really feel tired, like you can't really stick around, like you're not forced to by any means. Like, okay, so the longest I've ever stayed up was, I believe it was 33 hours. I had been up for over a day. Because I stayed up, so here's the thing, I got up the day before at like 9 in the morning. Then I stayed up the whole day. And then I go to bed. And then I went to work that whole day. And then during that day, I'm about to go to bed, and then I get I'm watching the news. This is right after that Kabul airport incident happened in Afghanistan. You know, the Kabul airport, where we decided to extract all our military personnel instead of all our vehicles, equipment, and not to mention all the civilians. And this is right after that happened, and I believe it was 3 Marines died. And I don't know, it was pretty tragic. It was a horrible thing that happened. And I remember very vividly, I'm watching Fox News. I'm watching it unfold. Then I get a phone call, because I was in a Marine Corps training regiment. I was a poolee, which is something to get you down to ship weight so you can enlist in the military. In the Marine Corps for me. And, so, yeah, no, man, I was doing that, and, and they gave me a call, and they're like, hey, would you come down to the recruiting office? And so I did, and it was like, alright, well, we're going to send you to MEPS. I know you didn't prepare for it. That is being taken into consideration, that you did not prepare for MEPS. You were not ready to, the MEPS stands for Military Enlistment Processing. That's 2 parts usually. You take your ASVAB, which is a test. It's a placement test, and you have to score a certain amount to qualify to say, okay, you have the basic intelligence to enlist in the military, and then it covers different fields like mechanics, and if you score really high in mechanics, you could work on like tanks and aircrafts like the F-16 and stuff like that, and the A-10 Warthog and whatnot. And then they have stuff like reading comprehension. If you speak other languages, you might be an interpreter or a comms communicator, like you work with the communication devices like radio, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, here's an example. This is Python 25 to Bravo 6. We had current intelligence report suggests that enemy is in the AO, which stands for Area of Operations. You do stuff like that, if you have really high reading comprehension. Stuff like that. And so depending on where you score, that's what your drill instructor or drill sergeant, depending if you're in the Army or Marines. If you're in the Marines, they're called drill instructors. In the Army, they're called drill sergeants, or whatever, for whatever branch, right? And that's where they're going to focus you in on. And while you're in basic training, assumingly you'll also be taking other tests, and you'll get an MOS, which stands for Military Occupation Specialty. And long story short, that's your job. And so anyway, so that's all determined by one test, and that's the ASVAB. So at this point, I had been up for over like over 28 hours at this point. And so I was like, no way. So, I went home, I took a bath, like an actual bath, not a shower. I took an Epsom salt bath for like, I waited an entire hour before I left from MEPS. Also, I live in Ohio, and they sent me to Kentucky at 1 in the morning, they sent me to Kentucky. So then we get there, and the other people that went to MEPS, it was scheduled. They went to a hotel, and then they got on a shuttle bus, but they were from Kentucky. They weren't from Ohio, so it wasn't even a big deal to them. They may have lived in the next town over or whatever. So for them, this was like no big deal. And and it was like they were 1 day in missing it. So they took the ASVAB already, and now they were taking their medical, or they were taking their medical and then their ASVAB. But I was taking both in 1 day with and I've been up for so long, and it really sucked ass. And I was just so nervous the whole time. I was so paranoid because I was just like, oh man, I look so just done. I'm like, if I fail, it's not my fault. I'm just really tired. And, I was so, nervous that I was going to fail or mess up somehow. And that was really strange. It was really, really weird. It was not professionally done, and a lot of people are like, I've never heard of that before. It's really weird. It's a strange occasion. But, yeah, no, there was something signed or whatever with people that were over the weight limit. And at the time, I was over the weight limit. And that was the whole reason I couldn't join. People are like, well, why don't you join now? Well, I'm not at ship weight currently, and I'm working on it. So I was being a police, so I could lose weight, learn a bit more about the Marine Corps structure of ranking when a Lance Corporal is, this and that. And, man, I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I was going to join, and then I got sucked in with my job and other things, but yeah, no, man, that's the longest I've ever been up, and I was supposed to go to work the next day, and so they actually gave me this paper that I gave to my work, and they were not allowed to punish me for not showing up. And at that point, my company was actually going to fire me because I was already late one day. I was 3 minutes late one day, and I was a beginner, so I had no prior strikes or anything like that. And they're like, well, he's still in training. Losing him's not a big deal. And they're like, well, he's a no-show, no call, no show. And I couldn't call the people because I had left at 1 in the morning, and when I showed up there, you had to go to this person called a liaison, and what that person was, that comment was already there, so I had to go to this person called a liaison, and basically what he was he was like a representative for for your branch, and that's the person you go and talk to, whatever. And so, long story short, man, I had to put my phone in this metal lockbox thing, and then here's a number, and whatever, blah 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 blah, the number to your key, and then you get your stuff back, your personal possessions. That is your wallet, and you're allowed to have your ID card on you for identification purposes. But you were to put your wallet in there, you were to put your belt. Any other objects you have on you, so a pen or whatever, you were completely just you're stripped away of any possessions you had, sunglasses, whatever, etc., etc. It would go in this lockbox thing, they'd put it away, and then you'd go and you'd sign off all your papers, go do your thing, and then when you were done, you were to go back, and you'd get your stuff back, and then they'd drive you back home. Well, man, I tell you what, I was so out of it. I couldn't tell you left from right. Because at the end of it all, it ended at, I want to say, it started probably sometime around 7 in the morning for the rest of, or not 7 in the morning, 5 in the morning for the rest of those people, or 6 in the morning or whatever. And so having to get there, and I was just they're like, well, you could take a cat nap. And I didn't take a cat nap because I knew, because I'd been up for so long, if I took a small cat nap, I was gonna, there was no way they were gonna wake me up. They would need to spray me with a fire extinguisher to wake me up. Alright guys, hold on a minute. I see there's a spider crawling along my wall. I'm just gonna swat it down real quick. I don't do insects. Like, I don't do bugs. Like, I'm arachnophobe. You guys are about to witness some rated R content, because a life form is about to meet its end. I'm about to smush the crap out of this spider. I don't do bugs. Is that a spider or is it a fly? Oh, it is definitely a spider. Look at that thing. Whatever, whoever, whatever. It's dead now. I got my fly swatter and I got smushed. Alright, cool. I just don't like bugs, okay? Judge me, I don't care. I don't like bugs. I would rather not like bugs. I don't care if they're outside, that's their habitat, but I'm in my bedroom, this is my habitat. And I'm the alpha predator in this what did I call this place? My natural habitat. I have such low intelligence. RIP. Rest in peace, random spider. Who knows, if people are Buddhists, that thing might get reincarnated into a person, and one day it might come back for me and make me no clip into that staircase, that pixelated staircase, and I'll wake up in the back rooms. And it was such a small spider. It was smaller than a dime. Like, it was a tiny little spider, too. It's like, probably not even that big of a deal, but I don't like it crawling around. I don't like spiders. But I'm gonna give me something to drink, actually, as I've gotten up. But anyway, I'll tell the story about this this whole business of. Oh, I saw Code Red in there, but I'm out of Code Red. There's still just a small trace of Code Red in this. So I'm just gonna pour this out. It's probably gotten at room temperature. That's kind of gross. Okay, that's fine. Just a little squirt of water in there, so rinse it out. And I'm gonna drink some Coca-Cola, my preferred drink. I don't know if my mic's lagging or not. I'm in the kitchen. Oh shit, it's 2:12. Earlier this week, in my bedroom, there was a huge spider. Alright. Oh, I hate huge spiders. Alright, I have a fear of spiders. Like, I have actual arachnophobia. Not to, well, okay. I don't piss my pants, and I don't like... My skin crawls a little bit, seeing the way they move. It's so unnatural. It's so wrong. It's so horrible. It's so wretched. I don't like spiders, man. I don't do spiders. Like, okay, there are some crazy people that have, like, pet, Goliath bird eaters, which are, like, these ridiculous... It's an African spider. okay, and it's almost the size of a baseball. Well, maybe bigger. And like, yeah, baseball, that's something can fit in the palm of your hand. Now imagine a spider that can fit in the palm of your hand. A big spider that fills the palm of your hand. That's too much for me, dude. Like, that's on some, like, Rambo shit, man. Like, that's on... I don't want that. I don't want that in my house. I'll take my Bowie knife and I'll stab it. Like, I don't... That's a spider that, if it bites you, like, I don't do spiders, man. I don't do spiders, man. I hate spiders. I don't do spiders, man. But people have these things as pets, and I'm about to sound like such a lame, like, I'm about to sound like such a pussy, but it bothers me that people have these things as pets. Like, that's just, ugh, God. Imagine if it gets out. Imagine if it somehow gets out and it gets, I don't know, it gets out, right? It escapes its enclosure, and I don't want to know. I don't want no big ass Goliath bird eater crawling around the ventilation system. Ugh. Spiders, I hate them. I hate cockroaches too. I don't like roaches. Unless it's Papa Roach. That's only their Infest album. Only because that's their best album. I'll deal with that cover just because it's Papa Roach. But I don't like roaches. I don't like bugs. Yeah, in a video game, it's a video game. They're not real. But like in real life, if I see like cockroaches, that's a bad sign. When you see like 3 or 4 of them crawling around, it's usually a sign there's a nest. It's bad. Okay, we have 6 like weapon upgrade things. Oh, by the way, dude, I got that lock-on burst thing you were telling me about in my last stream. I finally got that. I also got my pistol fully upgraded. And, obviously I had my super shoddy fully upgraded, my explosive shot fully upgraded. I have my micro missiles aren't fully upgraded, but I also have my mobile turret fully upgraded, so I don't have to worry about it overheating.
It is time we meet in person. My office is on the 2nd floor of this facility.
I wonder what happened if there's like an infinite ammo power up. So, alright. I'm gonna get paid this, this Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. And it's already, tomorrow's gonna be Friday. Well, today is technically Friday. So the week is almost over. The next week's coming up, and I gotta make my car payment. If I have leftover money, I'm just gonna go down to the game store and I'm actually just gonna buy a copy of Doom Eternal. And I will play Doom Eternal for the channel. How does that sound? That's something I wanted to do. And I want to know how to open up this door. Like, alright, let's think about this for a second. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I mean, look at my playstyle. It's pretty clear I love explosions. I think it's pretty clear I love explosions. I think everyone who plays this game loves explosions.
We are not advancing our applications. Our fate is nothing but the release. We cannot conduct our work.
Honestly, I can't blame you. I think everyone does, to be honest. Explosions are just so badass. On the 4th of July, I just love taking my my 12 gauge. I know I have a lot of 12 gauges, but I love taking out my 12 gauge and firing blanks into the air, firing like birdshot into the ground. Feeling of just that badassery right there.
The board understands the peculiar nature.
And I love going to outdoor shooting ranges because then they have those like exploding targets. I love those. Those are fun. And I love renting the 50 BMG. See, I want to own a Barrett 50, but the thing is they're expensive, and 50 caliber is like almost $1 a round. So 50 rounds is like $50. Very expensive. But I want one just to own one. But I also want one so I can shoot like a pumpkin with it and watch the pumpkin or watermelon or whatever it is I'm shooting explode. Explosions are cool. It's said that cool guys don't look at explosions, but I just love explosions. I don't know, man. I love it when things go boom. I don't know, man. Nothing like it. Like in Borderlands, my favorite character was, my favorite character to play was Brick, because, you know, he specializes in doing more explosive damage. And using the rocket launcher with Brick, using a RPG with Brick was pretty fun. I don't know, man. I mean, Doom Guy. What would Doom Guy be without explosions? You know what I mean? I see that thing explodes. This game is explosions. For real. I love fireworks. Not too sure. I love Berserk. Melee and explosions are stylistic for Doom Guy. Because I'll tell you why. Because he literally rips and tears through everything. Look at that! Like that's literally with every weapon in here is like an explosive device of some kind. I mean, just like I know this is like an assault rifle. Like what? How? Let me ask you something. What in the world do you call this? A love tap? Nah, it's an explosion. Damn. I think every gun explodes except for the super shotgun, and even then it makes your enemies explode. Like, I mean, watch this. See this demon? Boom. What do you call that? What do you call that? I call it an explosion. It's just badass. And the main shotgun literally has explosive shot. I can't believe I watched the entire credits on stream. Like, and dude, my streams for this game are so long because I just enjoy playing the game genuinely. This is a 2.5 hour stream, and it only feels like I've been streaming this for a couple minutes. It's so strange for me. Like, and I'll tell you guys something, I did not eat at all today until I ate dinner. And I literally got up, I got online, I was playing some Rogue Company and some Call of Duty with my friends. And I said, alright guys, I'm going to start streaming my, you know, I'm going to, oh, Astro, you're back? This music, though, I know. I love the fact my mom's not home. I can have this on my TV. Well, we're all gentlemen here, right? We're all guys. No, it turned off the music. Damn it. I feel like killing myself so I can respawn and redo this segment real quick because just of the music alone. Do I have enough weapons? BFG Division is so good. Mick Gordon is the guy who does the soundtrack to this game. Please, for the love of God, please, for the love of God, just support that guy. He's a true talent. What's the name of the song? Yeah. The one that was just on, I have no idea.
Do not be alarmed by the system update. It is a prototype of our interdimensional tether. A means for me to pull you back from hell. I'm sorry for the jolt, but I didn't think you'd allow these installations voluntarily. I'm Dr. Samuel Hay.
I don't know much about this mission.
In my office. This way, please.
Samuel Hayden. Now, from what I've heard, the one that was just on was BFG Division. Okay. This is the door we came into? Yeah, and it's locked. So here's what I don't understand, right? So that would be the door we came from earlier. See, that was the rest of the level we just made it past, right? So right here, the section right here was that door. I said, I want to know how to get in there. I want to know how to unlock that. But there's not anything around here for me to unlock. Now, this whole section down here, you're like, well, what's all that down there? Well, we get an elevator at this part of the section. Where we're at actually right now is right here. But we'll be going inside of this location here in Dr. Samuel Hayden's office. Well, right over here. This is Dr. Samuel Hayden's office, right? So we'll be walking through this section here. Cross through. Go down here to his office area, and then we'll be turning around, going all the way back down to this area at the very end. There's an elevator that takes us all the way down there and does all that. So how in the world are we actually supposed to unlock? And as soon as we do that, we cannot re-enter this area, and from this area that I'm standing in right now, once we get too far in here, this door will shut and it will not unlock, which is strange because I want to go through here to go unlock that one thing to go grab that armor peace, and I don't know how to do it. See, if I go and I quit and I restart the mission, which is something that I'm probably going to do right now, I actually don't know how to unlock it, because every time I try to interact with it, it doesn't work. Which to me is very strange, because mission select Advanced Research Complex, that's the name of the mission. Well, that's the name of the map we're on. By the way, guys, I'm trying to buy more merchandise for Doom. Like, I really like Doom. I think I want to buy the soundtrack, like both a CD and a vinyl, just so I can get more familiar with the tracks, because you seem to know more about the music than I do. And the other thing, guys, I want to get my power-up thing to where my power-ups last longer.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
Alright, from in here, nothing we can access in here that unlocks anything significant, right? But we want to go from Wikipedia. Oh no, I don't really like to go to the Wikipedia. I like to figure things out on my own, but if I have to, I have to, right? So we're gonna try some stuff over here. Oh, okay. Let's check in here. Bada bam, we grab the armor. Do we access it through the bathroom, maybe? Ah, right there, I believe. Okay, alright. Yeah, this is the only other place we can go, I guess. Alright, so I'm on an unregistered area. This is not on the registered map. Which that makes sense now as to why that can't be unlocked. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I figured it out, guys. I was really worried about this one. But now we can grab this. This will make my power-ups last longer. I hope it's double the time. Let's see. Because who doesn't like having their power-ups last longer? Right? Am I right? Especially Berserk. You guys know what I mean. It's power fantasy. Hi, guys.
Demand presence denied. Lockdown disengaged.
Deal more damage when the chain gun reaches the maximum fire rate. So wow, so now we have a fully upgraded minigun. Chain gun? Yeah. See, I don't know if it's really a nitpicky kind of thing. I don't know what your opinion is, but I really want to 100% this game. Meaning, I really want all my weapons to have both their modifications fully upgraded and all their challenges for those modifications. And I want to get all my runes fully upgraded. Like, I want to, like, 100% the game. Now, I got these runes that I use fully upgraded. Now, what's nice about ammo boost is it gives me BFG ammo sometimes. Very rare, but sometimes. Which makes getting BFG rounds in the earlier stages of the game kind of easy, especially using Chainsaw, because Chainsaw gives me a lot of ammo variety, and my chances of getting it from Chainsaw are actually really high. So, an armor defensive, glory killing an enemy drops armor. That's useful for every conceivable reason. And obviously my equipment power being fully upgraded is to be my
We cannot conduct our work without them.
And what kind of work it is that you're doing, Olivia? I haven't seen it before.
Demonic presence will compensate you. Lockdown.
right there, guys. That was great gameplay. That's the shit I live for, man.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
There's no audio. Put it in my headset. Guys? Guys? My headset's not working, I don't think. Hold on. Let me check real quick. I think I just killed my headset. Hello? So it's really weird because every time I'm talking. So it's really weird because every time I'm talking. Okay. This audio is really bad, guys. Oh well. Guys, I think something's gone wrong with my headset, guys. I think I just killed it. So I can't hear anything from, like, my TV. Oh. Yeah, that's so weird. Every time I, like, hold down that button. Oh my god, I think I just killed my headset. The mic works. That's good. Oh, by the way, guys, here's Doom Guy's sword. Spoiler alert. If you guys have not beaten the game, at the end of the game, you know, I think you remember when I was playing it, Samuel Hayden acquires a sword, and I think I've seen trailers in Doom Eternal where you see Doom Guy using the same sword. This is that sword. Yeah, see how the handle is missing? We acquire that handle at the end of the game, and we're stabbing a bunch of things with that handle thing, or whatever, and apparently this is an Argent Energy sword. So it's kind of cool. But let me try doing something really quickly. I'm gonna try muting my TV audio and unmuting it real quick, that way we can get real audio. That's so weird. Maybe I've been playing too much Doom in my TV audio just to say we can't handle it. No, well, I get notification sounds. So something ain't right with my game audio then maybe. Yeah, that's really, really weird. There it is. Huh. That's so weird. No, I can hear the music now. Let's go into a level and let's see if it has that same issue. If not, that is a very weird glitch. Oh, shit. My bad, guys. That's so weird. I can hear the audio clearly out of my TV. Let me put it on my headset. Let me see if it works. Yeah, I can hear it on my headset as well. Dun 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 dun. That was so weird. All I had to do is reset the game. I could have sworn there was more, oh, there's that. I could have sworn there was more, like, I'm pretty sure there's another secret wall thing. I don't know. I could just be getting old. I'm remembering parts of the game that don't actually exist, probably. Hey man, so it seems that the audio now works. That was so weird. But I'm tired. Yeah, it's almost 3 in the morning. I gotta go. Alright, yeah, man. I'll see you, dog. I'm gonna finish the rest of this, like, Coca-Cola, and I'm gonna hit the sack. A 3-hour stream almost? Holy shit. I honestly, this is supposed to be less than to be honest, this stream was supposed to be less than 45 minutes. It's the Doom gameplay, my man. I get so sucked into the game. Like, honestly, bro, if I was 40 years old and I had a, like, a shitty job, and honestly, man, the best way to kill time is to play this game.
just like, oh, just get sucked into it. And you're like, wow, it's been 5 hours? Feels like it's only been 5 minutes. It's just like, I don't know, it's so... Any game that does that to where you feel very, what's the word? Accomplished to the point where I don't know. Addiction, man. It's addiction. I'm addicted to the game. I don't care. All right, so I'm on Amazon, and I'm gonna look up Doom merchandise. Actual Doom action. They actually have actual Doom action figures. That's cool. I know they did the Mortal Kombat ones. I do a lot of collecting. Okay, so here's that mug I was talking about. It's the official Doomslayer 16-ounce mug, ceramic cup for hot coffee, tea, cocoa, novelty drinking container. Perfect for home office parties, licensed merchandise. And it's just that Doom 2016 scene where it's just Doom guy being a badass with a super shotty. And so I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to only drink Mountain Dew Code Red out of it, and maybe Baja Blast. Yeah.
The Argent Tower is destroyed. The portal can no longer be closed from this side.
Why did I start a new mission? I don't know. I'm not going to stick around to answer that. Thank you for watching, guys, but I myself, I can't blame the other guy, man. I'm tired myself. I love Doom. I really love Doom. It is my favorite. Thanks for streaming. No problem, man. I get enjoyment out of it. I enjoy streaming. It is something I like doing, and I like interacting with the people that interact positively. Now, I will warn you, on some of my videos, there are people commenting, and they leave behind OnlyFans links. Do not... You done? Yeah, I will be here in a second. But yeah, these fake accounts keep sending links to OnlyFans. Do not click that. That might take you to a website that might be a scam. Yes. Now, I have removed 4 of those comments off of my videos, and these are random people. Their lettering is in Russian, and I've seen some in German. So I think they're like fake accounts. Either somebody's messing with me, or just like for whatever reason I'm being hit by these people. And so do not click on those links. The only links, yeah, no, just don't. No. Yeah, they're just bots. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're actual people. Either they're actual people trolling me, or they're just bots. They appear everywhere. Yeah, I know, man. It's fucking stupid, is what it is, because I don't support that kind of content on my channel. So I don't care about any of that OnlyFans shit. I literally only care about, like, video games and shit. People are gonna click on OnlyFans and shit. That's their business. But, like, here on my channel, I'm not going to be promoting anybody's, like, shit. I'm not, unless it's like a YouTuber, like for instance the Actman. It's not targeted towards you, don't worry. It's small and large. I've seen it in other streams. But yeah, man, so yeah, like I said, I always try to disclose that. Do not click on a link unless it's in my description.
Usually those links will be links to other channel. Like I might start linking other channels, like Astro's channel, because he's trying to grow his channel a little bit, or Slayer's channel, and that's kind of cool. His name is Slayer, and you know, I don't know if you're into rock and roll, but they have a band called Slayer, and it's kind of cool because nowadays, you know, the band Slayer had a lot of influence on the original Doom soundtrack and a lot of the original Doom's style. And it's kind of cool because now the Doom guy is called Doom Slayer. Sure, I'm into rock. But yeah, South of Heaven is a pretty cool song by Slayer, and it has a very Doom vibe to it. So, like, you know, I'll leave links to other videos and stuff like that. But not links to other websites per se. And again, for people that are under the age of 18 or under the age of, I don't know, 16, don't give out your personal information. You know, just public disclaimer. But yeah, no, on Amazon they have this Doom mug for $17. So I think I might pick up that, and I might pick up Doom Eternal with my next paycheck. And I just can't wait to unbox Doom Eternal. Like, dude, this game plays so well. And I've seen the trailers and the graphics, and it looks very like high octane, high action. The speed gets amped up a lot in Doom Eternal. It gets a lot more fast paced than this, and even this can sometimes be too fast for me. Again, it's the same problem I have with Advanced Warfare. It's very fast gameplay. It's very like laser fast, and you got to be very precise but fast. And with me, I'm only able to get that way with certain games, and usually, you know. But with Doom, I feel like I'm handling Doom very well. I feel like my gameplay, I'm actually getting really good gameplay. But fucking Doom Eternal, and it's pretty much 3 in the fucking morning. Almost. Man, I gotta go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully around 9, which that's a 6-hour nap, maybe 10. We'll go for 10:30. That's like 9.5 hours, maybe even, because I don't want to. Oh no, 10. I'll wake up at 10. At 10:30, I will start my stream. Yeah, see you. Good night, man. All right, dude. Sayonara, or not sayonara, but you know, das vidanya. I'll see you later, dude. So. Bye guys, I'll see y'all later.